Hey there, welcome back. I'm Mark, and today I'll be drawing Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. I'll be using a sheet of marker paper, pencil with an eraser, black Sharpie, and some colored markers. I will start off with a two-line, kind of like a box here for the face, and we're going to kind of come down in this like V shape. So that'll be Gamora's head out over here. Then we'll have a body that is framed up like this. Well, let's do kind of like a box down here. This will kind of be rolled at the bottom. We're gonna have an arm that kind of comes out over here. There's gonna be kind of like this hand over here. So just kind of creating a box for that. Then I'm gonna have a leg that comes down like this and then kind of like fades off into the background, and then we'll have one other leg that kind of bends out in this direction with a foot there. Then her other arm is going to be kind of up in this direction and then kind of coming forward with like a fist over here. Okay, and then coming up here she'll have some hair that kind of drapes over to the sides. So we kind of set that up in the middle of our page. I guess I could have put her a little bit higher, but I'll actually start the head a little bit higher then, so I can get that up over there. Okay, so the next part is to start adding in some of my details now and just shaping this up. So let's begin with the face. So I'm just going to start kind of framing in the face, and then this will kind of come over like that. And if I draw a center line roughly like this, it'll be somewhat at an angle, curved a little bit. Down over here, her chin, it's pointy but not like a sharp point. And then this will kind of come out, so you can start seeing I'm getting a little bit wider with my head here. So I want to kind of stick this out, and I'll start doing erasing of lines just to kind of get rid of certain lines I don't want. And then over here we'll just kind of widen this a bit, and we'll start coming up. Okay, and then so we have our forehead right around here. Now if we put the nose, let's say from where these cheeks are here, if we kind of draw a line like, hey, our nose is going to go right about here. We want to come up and we're going to put this eye at a slight angle. So I'm going to just draw like this eyeball shape that is rounded over here on the left, and then it's going to kind of come up and point right here, and then this is going to come like that. Okay, and then at the top, this will kind of, the brow will kind of cut through. She's kind of angry right now. She's kind of jumping forward. And there'll be like another little line here. And then on the other side, kind of mirror this over to the other side. So I'll start like down over here closer to the edge of the face with this round shape, and this will be at an angle slightly that way. So if we have the bottom of the eye like that, this will be up like this, and then this will kind of come down and pinch down a little bit, just like that. And then we're going to have like her eyebrow kind of cutting through this as well, like that. Then we could put this large eyeball shape in here like that. We can do the other one the same. So let's try to get these as close to the same size as possible. And then just on the outside of that eye, I'm just going to do another shape around that. So we'll just do an echo line like that. And then I'm going to put a highlight over here, right there, and then another one on this side right here. And I'll put a secondary one just below that. Okay, now if you come down roughly about here, we'll just do this little triangular shape over to the left. Then we'll put a little nostril, this elliptical shape like that. And then we'll have a little bend right there. And then on the other side, we'll put a nostril like that. And then another bend over here for her nose on this side. Okay, and then right up here, this eye will have like that brow that kind of comes forward. And this one on this side kind of comes forward. So I think I might have drawn this just a little bit too low. So I'm going to come back up and get this up a little bit higher like that. So just do these two V's right about there. We'll do these little nostrils on either side, and I can put like a little bend right there. Now I'm going to do the mouth. So the mouth's going to come up, and we're going to follow like the nose shape. So we're going to kind of bend like this, and then we're going to come down on both sides like this. Okay, and then this lip will be outlined, and it'll get a little bit thicker like that. And then as you get to the edges, they'll kind of like taper to thin, just like that, almost to like points. And then down here, we can kind of project this down and round this like this. Okay, so that's her bottom lip. And then we'll just follow that bottom lip like this. Okay, now I'm gonna just correct this shape here and get this to be a little bit closer to that bottom lip, because I think that's a little bit too far out like that. And I'm just going to correct the shape of the face. This is very important to get the head looking right here. So I'm just going to kind of pull this out just a little bit more like that. Okay, so we got that like this, and on this side here we'll kind of come up like that. Okay. Okay, so there's our mouth, and then we can put a little curve that kind of comes up like that. That'll be the tongue. And then her teeth, we'll just put a line that kind of comes down and then comes up over there like that. Okay, now go up over here. We'll just go above that eyebrow with a little line, and we'll do another line right here. And then if you keep going up, right about here, we're gonna come up, and then this is gonna drape down. So her hair is gonna kind of come like this. It's gonna drape down and kind of flare out like that. Okay, so we'll have something like this. And then over here, you will have a line that extends up. And then on this side, this is gonna almost like a point right here. We're gonna come up in this direction, and then we're gonna come down and kind of cover over this eye like that. Okay, that's gonna be doing that. Okay, now for the top part of the head, we're gonna keep coming up, and if her head kind of came straight through here, you know, this will be roughly about up here. So we're gonna come up and round this like that. So have like a little bit of a bend. This will kind of thicken. And right here, you want to have a decent distance from there to there, like this. Then we'll kind of do something like this. Okay. Like that. Now we could put like a little detail. She has like kind of like tattoo type shapes on her forehead. So come down, kind of do this like little box shape. So come over. This will kind of point like that. Okay, and then we'll have a couple little creases over here, like that. We'll do here. And then she has some creasing in her eye as well. And we're going to want to thicken these lines over here up. So when we go into the markering phase, we'll thicken all of this stuff up over here. So this will be thick, and we'll have like the eye that kind of comes out like that. And this gets like thicker down at the base like that. Okay, then over on the right, we'll come down and then kind of follow the eye. We'll just have these like little tattoo shapes. And then we'll do the same on this side. We'll come down, about here, this will kind of follow up like that, and across like this. Okay, so we have our head in place. I'm just going to put a couple little hair pieces. So from here, I'm just going to come over and dip this hair piece like that. Have like this little wave right here. Okay, and let's start with the arm that's coming out. So coming from this cheek right here, we're going to have this bulge right here, and then we're going to have a cuff. So this cuff's going to kind of curve like that. And it's going to project out. And we're going to kind of do the same again like that. Okay, so this is the cuff of her jacket, like that. And then this is going to come out in this direction, then we're going to kind of bend like that. So then right here, I'm going to create a thumb. And the thumb's going to like touch the edge of that jacket. It's going to have a thumb like this. And then this is going to come down to the palm like that. And then this palm's going to come up right there. Okay, so then over here, this is going to hook. And we're going to have like one finger here, another one here, and another one there. So this one's going to kind of come up like this, and then we're going to round that at the top. And we're going to come down, and we'll hook this back up, come over in this direction, and then these will be kind of curved like that. So then this will curve like this. Curve that out like that. Have this little bend right there. We'll do another bend right here. And then this one will also bend like that. We'll have a little line, and then this finger will kind of come out straight, and then it'll be rounded right there. Come down, and then just kind of like join right there. Okay, so we have our palm right here, and the thumb is going to be right there. Maybe we can kind of thin that up a bit. All right, and then we'll have these rings that come off of this sleeve, and we'll see a little bit of skin right here, but this will kind of come down and just be bent like that, and there'll be these two ring shapes like this. So it's like metal jewelry type thing around her wrists. We'll have those two there, and then this arm will just kind of go in like that. All right, so we have one hand in place, and then let's go and get the rest of her body in the middle now. So this arm will come down. So right from the chin, I'm going to do a collar over the jacket. So I'm just going to do this like collar shape right there. And then the other side, the collar is going to be like right here. It's going to kind of come down to be like this shape like that. Okay, and then from here we can draw the chest. Now I want to make sure I'm not going to go too far down. So if I come down right about here, I'm just going to do this curve like this. Okay, so that's going to be like the lowest part of my jacket. So I'm going to come from here, I'm going to come down, and in this direction, be a little button right here. On this side, right from here, we'll come down like that. So it's almost like these two are connected in a way, in a sense. And this is going to come down, up like that. And we'll have like another little button over here. In between these two, we'll just draw a curve. And then we'll have another one just above that, like this. And then we'll have another shape that comes over and up like that. Okay. Then this jacket from here will come down like this, and then this will flare out like that, and it will just go over top of this shape right here. And we could actually bring that down a little bit more like this. Okay, and then this jacket is going to have another line that kind of comes up like this. We'll have a couple little rectangle shapes that stick out of there. Then we'll have another shape that comes out and kind of dives in like that. Okay, now this shape that dives in, we're going to pull it right from here, and we're going to kind of pull this back of her jacket. And then up here, this will come like this, and then we'll have a shape that comes off of here that comes up, and then this is going to kind of come down and meet with that jacket like that. Okay, something like this. Okay, we'll leave the hair in a second, but I just want to finish off the rest of the body. So as this shape comes down, we're going to want to have this kind of flare out over to the right. Then this is going to kind of come down. This shape over here will come over, and then we'll have a couple pieces that kind of get connected by these two panels. So we'll have one that kind of comes down and like cuts across, and then this shape's gonna come down like this and kind of come into this pocket right here. Again, it comes up. Just got a pocket here. It's gonna have like a little button here. It kind of folds over, and then this one here is just gonna kind of cut like that. And there's gonna be a pocket down over here, like that. All right, and it's just gonna have like this little belt shape. So her belt's gonna kind of come from that shape there. We're gonna come over. It's gonna kind of have like a little bit of a V shape to it. And we'll come over, and then this just kind of like dies right into that pocket there. And then the belt will have like these two little shapes that come down here. We'll have a couple over there. And then this is gonna kind of hook here and then bend in this direction. And then this will come up and join over here. And then her hip is gonna be kind of flaring out in this direction now. And her hip is coming like this. Okay, so we have belt right there. All right, so let's get this leg in place now. So starting right about here, we're gonna come down with a line like this, and then we're gonna have a line that comes from here down, and then this knee is gonna be right about here. So we're gonna kind of do this bend like that, And then those bracelet things that she has on her wrist, we're gonna kind of do like a knee covering. So there's gonna be one that kind of comes like that, and then there'll be a second one, and this can kind of be thick right here, and this will taper like that, and then this one will be definitely shorter like this. And over here for the boot, we're gonna have like this boot that kind of opens up here. It's gonna flare from right around here, and kind of come out like this, and then this one's gonna come almost in line with this thigh shape right here, this curve. So kind of come down a little bit, and then this will project over to the right, and then we'll have the foot. So we're going to come down, and then over here, this will come in this direction, like that. And then this will almost be pointed like this. And we'll have this point like that. Okay, so there's one boot right there. Now on this side, this leg is going to kind of come out in this direction. Okay, so we're going to come off of this belt right here, and we're going to have another belt that kind of comes down. This is holding her gun. It's like the holster, and right where this little ring is, rectangle shape is, we're going to do another one right there. And then this leg is going to kind of come from right in here. We're going to come out to the side like that. Okay, and then this is going to kind of hook up like that, and then we're going to kind of join like this. All right, and then this belt will come like that. Let's put in another line here. Then we can draw the boot off of the knee right around here. We can curve this in, and then we'll come out of here and we'll do a pointed shape like that. So that's the other foot. And the knee, these little rings here, will do a ring that we can kind of see right here. Okay, now I'm going to finish off the jacket on this side. So I'm going to come from here, we'll just kind of come down, and this will kind of like point like that. Okay, then we'll put a little holster over here that's holding some sort of gun, and this will just follow the thigh shape like this. Pretty simple like that. Okay, and then the other side of the jacket will kind of come up from this holster, and we'll just leave that for a second because we want to put this other arm in place. So what I'll do is right about here, we're going to have, this is the one shoulder here. We'll do the other shoulder that's kind of coming up from, right around here. So this shoulder, it's almost like if you went like this and drew a line, that's where that other arm's going to be. So we'll just draw a line like that. And then right about here, we're going to do this cuff shape right there, okay? So we're going to have this cuff shape that kind of comes like this. And now this is going to project in this direction. So we're going to have this like that. And then we'll do another curve right about here. And then this is going to kind of come down like that. Okay. And then we're going to see some of her skin right here. And then we're going to do another ring. And then her arm will be right there visible. And then we're going to do a couple more rings. So we're going to do one like that. Now this is going to come in this direction now. So it's going to be here, and now this one's going to kind of come and try to follow that. Okay, and then we're gonna do with the hand over here on this side now. So I'm gonna do a thumb that comes down like this. Okay, so she's doing a fist. And then we're gonna come up from here and curve this like that. This will come forward and down. Okay, so that's her thumb right there. Then her palm is gonna be right about here. Okay, and then she's gonna have her 3 fingers. So one's gonna come off of this just below that thumb right there. It's gonna come out like this. We're gonna go over, and then we're gonna have like this knuckle. So we'll do one there. We'll come down, out and over. Then we'll do another one right about here. Down, out, and over. So that'll be a second knuckle. And then we'll do the last one right about here. We'll come down, over, and this one's gonna be, you know, shorter, like that. Okay, and then her hand will just be twisted like this and clutching like that. And then you'll see these rings like this. Okay, and then her palm will just be right like that. Okay, and then now we can finish off her arm right here. And on this side we'll just have these like shapes kind of go there. Then we can kind of finish off the hair now. So I have a couple pieces that come out. We'll kind of come down. These kind of flare like this. That we'll have one piece that kind of curves like this, and then another piece that kind of comes up like that into here. This kind of rounds, comes in, just like that. And then we don't have to line up here with the parting of her hair. But we'll just have this line kind of keep going all the way up. And then we'll just do a couple more shapes that come off. And this is just gonna kind of go over her arm. And kind of her arm's gonna be almost like in front of her hair on this side. And then I'm gonna do just a couple strands of hair that kind of come over like this. So there's one there. Let's do another one right here. And then you won't really see anything in here. This will kind of be darkened in there. This will be darkened in here. And then you'll see her jacket. So this is her jacket right here. And then you'll see another jacket piece. So this piece that's flying over here, the other one will kind of come off of this shape and kind of hook over to the right like this. And then this will just come up like that. You know, and this will just be all dark right here. And this will just be all dark right there in a shadow. And then we'll have some hair that kind of does this. And another strand that's on the back over there. And then we can have a couple pieces of hair that just start to like float and kind of increase. So this kind of extends like that. We can have another piece that kind of comes up and over, and then this piece like kind of comes up and over like that. I'm going to go and use my Sharpie and outline all of my pencil lines that I want to keep. And erase all of my pencil lines. Alright, so the next part is to color this in. So grab yourself a bunch of colored markers and have some fun following along, coloring this with me. Well, I hope you enjoyed drawing Gamora with me from Guardians of the Galaxy. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to my channel. I do videos like these ones over here every weekday. So until that next one, I'll see you then.